rooms have that rule where it's like, don't talk when the teacher's talking, like you could be like, don't write on the thing when oh my god, I'm being called. One second.
I like that, Stella, what you're saying. So let's first put that down there. Use the raise hand feature.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because that also gives like other kids a chance to answer the questions and stuff.
yes.
Instead of just like one person or a couple.
Yes, I agree with you 110%. And, I'm not the type to make anybody feel bad, but it's definitely an issue that we need to address. Use the raise hand feature in the participants list if you would like to answer a question.
Why was the school calling me about a warranty on a car that I have?
What?
Yeah, this has happened twice.
You know what they do is sometimes they mimic. Oh, I didn't even know in your, sorry, random thought, but the little hand thing comes up on your picture then, Casey.
Oh, does it?
That's cool.
Really?
And I see it on Allie. Yeah, we're totally going to use that from now on. I didn't even know that. Yep. I love that idea. Okay. See, that's why I brought it to you guys. You're so
Is
smart.
Kenzie even here right now?
Nope.
Does the school like mimic spam calls?
Yes, sorry. I was saying that. What they do is they mimic, it's these telemarketers and these people who are selling that they mimic numbers that you call often. So my regular cell phone number is 588, and then my husband's is 0555, and mine is 0311. So I'll get calls from this car warranty place, and there's like two numbers off. It'll be like 58805, 26 or something. They try and trick you into thinking. So if that's a common number, that
I think it was my advisor's number. I'm not sure.
Well, it's supposed to look familiar.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do that. They're
Oh, wow, that's
nasty.
tricky.
Yeah,
Nasty.
I've been getting calls so often.
Is it to help train you to like or something?
No, those are just spam. Like it's actual spam.
Oh.
Yeah, they just want you to pick up, and
Why
they
am
want
I
to sell
starting?
there.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't have this before.
Oh no, they
found
I don't know how I even got on the call
They
list.
found you.
No, they found me.
Okay, and then should we say please no talking/writing
I
during
think
instruction?
you should probably specify on the board because
Okay.
the chat is still a thing.
Yeah.
Yes, true. True.
Because I don't think many people are like bothered too much by people talking in the chat while we're working.
Yeah, I don't really have the chat open.
Yeah, because you can always close it if it is bothering you. Yeah, I think that is. So I like spam, but not that kind.
We're gonna have to let Kenzie know these new rules.
Yes, and we're not going to call out specifics because, everybody has moments, and we just want to be fair. And, sometimes I'll tell you,
Everyone gets excited.
everyone gets excited, and sometimes people aren't even aware of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just don't have that little word in your head saying, I shouldn't be doing this. Sometimes it's just not there. So we do stuff like this to help. So I will be showing this at the beginning of live sessions from now on, just kind of reviewing those things. I think those are the main things. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's the main
We
thing.
could add more later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's keep it at that, and then if we want to add, we'll add more later. So I think that's good. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. So all right, so that's what we're going to focus on today, and we'll try that out with the raising hand feature when it's time. Speaking of live lessons, I also want to try and, math is a thing where it really, really helps if you take notes. It just does. But online, it's different. I got this idea from Leah, the science teacher. I think it's a really good idea. You'll have to let me know. But then I can kind of see how we're following along and all that stuff. So I'm going to share this document with you guys. And all it is it's kind of like a guided notes thing. And what I want to see is, hold on, I got to share, get shareable link. And then I got to change it to copy. So you make a copy at the end.
My parents left, and I am now Dog Mountain.
Oh no!
Here, I gotta get my camera on.
Can edit. Yeah, I gotta see this. Oh, Puppy Mountain. That's so cute. How do I control C? Okay. Don't click on it quite yet. Hold on, I want to type it in here. But I'm going to change it to slash. Okay.
This happens every time they leave.
So I shared a document with you guys. Go ahead and click on it. I put the link in the chat. Let me know if I did it right, if it'll have you make a copy. Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it worked, but I guess the only problem with this for me is because I handwrite my notes because
Right. So I'll talk about that in just a minute because I don't want to change. You guys who have a good system don't want to change that at all.
Yeah,
you know?
I just take
Okay.
screenshots.
So, okay. So what we'll do for today, and because I got to think of, let's see. So here's what we'll do. I want to see, just to help you guys I want to give people who are doing what Casey and what Stella is doing and taking screenshots and writing notes, I want to give you guys the due credit. And I firmly believe that you guys who are writing notes, and Allie, you too, I see you writing notes and stuff here and there. But you guys who are doing that, you deserve the credit for the live session as opposed to people who turn it on and walk away, maybe. Let's be real. I know that might happen, So that is why I'm sharing this document with you. So here's what our options are, okay? And I'm going to write this on the board so that we'll include it in our live lesson slide. So 4 notes.
Hi.
Hello, who was that?
Kenzie.
Oh, hey, Kenzie. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
You haven't missed anything, don't worry.
It's all good. We'll kind of review and back up a little bit. So
We're just making rules.
yeah, I gotta be lame like that. I apologize, but
Okay, I thought I missed a lot because I'm like 17, 18 minutes late.
nope. We had, important stuff to talk about, but you'll see. So hold on one second.
Okay.
I like Beth. Rules. You. Okay. So 4 notes. I shared that document with you. So you have the options of either fill stuff in the Google Doc. Oh, I wrote 2 ins. Fill stuff in the Google Doc and share with me, or send me pic of notes or screenshots. That's it. And you can just text me a picture with your phone, whatever is easier. Just send me some proof that you're there with me, you're filling it in. And, I recommend the notes because it is like a guided notes. All I did is I took the terms there and I took example 1, example 2, and you really need to know those terms for that, okay? And I'll reshare the link just because for Kenzie, for you walked in. And Kenzie, we also talked about live sessions. We gotta kind of clean up how things are going and make it a little more focused. We're going to be using the raising the hand feature in the participant list.
Okay.
So you would just click on participant list, and if you would like to answer a question, you'll raise your hand there, okay? And then just while I'm talking, how should we share? Oh, great question. I believe if you hit share, so once you're open in that Google Doc, here, let me share my screen here. New share.
Mine, if instead of texting you, can I email you the screen, like a screenshot?
Perfect. That works too. Either one. Like, I'm completely flexible there. That's no problem. So here's the document that I shared with everyone.
I have a question.
Can you
Yes.
reshare that with me?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
So sometimes I don't take notes during the live sessions, but I take notes when I'm doing the lessons within the like assignments. Should I send you those notes too?
Just send me those pictures would be fine. If you're taking notes in advance, that's totally fine. I wouldn't do it twice. Yeah, that's okay too.
I take my notes during the lessons, like the assignment lessons too.
Totally fine. Again, seriously, but there are some people that they would just prefer to take notes during the live session, and that's okay too. So either take me a picture of those notes, text it to me, email it to me, and then or fill in something in this. So it can be as simple as, like, if you don't need to write what a circle definition is, then you don't need to have it on there. But if you need to write in what a radius is, then you could be writing, I don't know, half a diameter or something like that. So something, some little note. You don't have to have it super detailed. Even if in the examples, you just put your answer in there from the example. That's fine too. It's perfect. And for you guys who take notes, maybe instead of sending me pictures of the notes, maybe you do this and you just write your answer in the example, and that's all you share with me. Because the examples are usually different than what is on the thing.
Kaden, I can hear her. Kaden can't hear you.
Oh, Kaden, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Thanks for answering that. Yeah, maybe try going out and back in. I'll type that. Maybe go out and come back in.
Hopefully something isn't wrong with his headphones.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Sometimes it could even just be a switch. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm always a fan of the restart, if you're having issues. But
Yeah.
I am a very flexible person. So basically, and let's not talk emojis right now, okay? We'll do that in a little bit. But I'm a fan of, whatever. I just want to see that we're getting through the lessons, and that people who maybe do know the answers in advance, maybe they can just go ahead on here and answer it there. That way I can see, oh yeah, they know what they're doing. And if I have someone who doesn't know what they're doing and needs a little help, this would let me see that. So totally fine. When you share it with me, all you're going to do is hit share. And then in the people thing, you're going to type in Jen Dega. And it's the Jennifer.Dega. So that's it. I don't know why it's shared with Jim, but whatever. I think it's the folder I put it in. So yeah, that's all you got to do. Okay, and I'll get you the link again, Kenzie. And in the future, when I have a little more time, I'm going to actually have the examples in there. So that way, if you want to work ahead and do the examples a little bit, that's fine with me. Okay? But just to refresh our quote unquote rules, we're going to be using the raising the hand feature if you would like to answer a question, just to be fair for everybody, because I want to hear all of you guys. And while I'm doing instruction, please no talking. I love your face, Beth. You're so funny. You're like, no. Then yeah, please no talking or writing on the board during instruction. So, okay. Any questions about this? And this is not to torture. This is purely just to get a better idea of who was understanding what. Because we're going to be getting into a lot of circle stuff, and there's a lot of terminology there. We're going to get into a little trick. It's awesome. But, could be a little more tricky. Okay, so today in our lesson, we are going to talk about radius, diameter. You guys should be good there. What a chord is. And then focus on central angles, angles in a circle. It's a very focused look at it, and I think it's good practice. But let me assure you that your homework, all of that, see, I'm okay with a circle being written here, but remember, we want to hold to that. We really don't want to distract from what's going on, okay? Right here. This is what I'm gonna, yeah, thank you. It's just for distraction purposes. That's it. Okay, so see, I have a circle. I prepared it for you. All right, so a circle, and this you guys could type in your document. You could even just write it down and add it later, whatever you want to do. Or if you took notes and you don't want to, you don't have to. I am an easygoing lady. And sending me your notes and stuff, that'll serve as an exit ticket. So instead of doing an exit ticket, you guys will be sharing those notes with me, or the little worksheet thing that I give to you. All right, so a circle. The actual definition of a circle is all points that are equidistant from a center point. So every point on this circle is the same distance around from the center, okay? Here's what you really need to make sure you're pretty good with. The radius. The radius is the distance from the center to the edge of a circle. The diameter is the distance across a circle, but it has to go through the center. Okay, and then, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this. The diameter is 2 times the radius, or the radius is half the diameter. And I always divide by 2 instead of multiplying by half, just because I don't like fractions, ever. They stink. Okay? So dividing by 2, or so this would be a good thing to write down on a piece of paper, you know, or put it in that Google Doc. However you do it, I don't want to mess with what works for you. Okay, so example 1 here. If a radius of a circle is 16 inches, how long is the diameter? So let's go ahead and use that hand raising feature, and I'm going to wait until I get a few hands just so, you know, I got some options there. I'm going to get to call on some epic names. I love this. And when you answer, you can answer in any way. You can write on the screen, use your mic, however. So let's go with, oh my gosh, I'm so going to make popsicle sticks with your name. That way I don't pick on, oh, guys, that's a great idea. I love good ideas. Popsicle sticks. See, it kills me because I want to use some of my tricks of the trade here and can't use them all online. All right. Let's go with Mr. Tyler. What do you think? Tyler Flack. With everybody's name on. I'm going to put one with everybody's name. That way I'm picking fairly. You know. So Tyler Flack, what do you think? You can write it on the screen. You can type it in chat. If a radius is 16 inches, how long is the diameter? What do you think? And what I'll do is I'll give a little time, and if said person doesn't answer, then, you know, we'll go from there. Very good. 32 inches is exactly correct. Very good. How did he get that, Newt? Newt, what did they do? How did he get 32 inches? That's exactly right.
You take 16 times 2 because there's 2 radiuses. There's 2 radii.
Yeah, there's 2 radii that make up a diameter. You're right. Very good. So we take 16 times 2 to get that 32 inches. Very, very good. I love this hand-raising feature. Casey, I would give you a starburst if you were here. Here, you have a starburst. There you go. That's for Casey. So, okay. So 32 inches, we always go twice the radius to get a diameter. Good. So in your guided notes thing, in the box for example 1, I know, but you gave me the idea for the hand raise. That's what you did. So in the box for example 1, you guys could write 32 inches. Okay, a chord. A chord is, and this is a good thing to write down because it's easy to forget. It really is. A chord is a line segment that connects any point on the circle to another point on the circle, and it does not go through the center. Okay? So it goes from one side of the circle to the other, not going through the center. Okay? Oh, Wolfstalker, what did I go too fast? No problemo, no problemo. Do I need to go back a slide? Yes, I can do that. For you, of course. So yeah, for this is the one you need? Okay. So diameter is 2 times the radius, so that was 2 times 16. So Tyler said it was 32 inches. Very, very good. How did you define chord? Yeah, a chord, and we could put it on both. I bet you there's a way to do side by side. I gotta think of that. I'm sure there is. A chord is a line that intersects one side of the circle to the other. And I'm gonna flip ahead real quick. It connects any point on the circle to any other point on the circle. Okay?
I'm just kind of summarizing. I'm defining diameter as twice as long as radius, and
Perfect.
radius as half of the circle.
Radius, half of the diameter.
Oh, half of the, okay.
Yeah, thanks for asking. And if you ever need clarification, please ask. A chord is a That's funny. But remember, we want to minimize that. We don't want to distract. This, yeah, I'm not going to nail ya. I got to think who that is. Is that Kaden? Kaden. Watch. Is that Beth? I'm watching you, Beth. No.
I don't
Okay.
think Beth has a, no, Beth doesn't have a nickname.
It was Dallas. I knew it, Dallas. I like that, though. That was really funny. All right. So a radius is, oh, Kaden. All right.
Try rebooting your computer, Kaden. Oh, that was dumb.
I know, I've done that. Can you reboot? And then I will send. We'll have to think of one for you, Beth, because you are special. Everyone's special here. Uh-oh. Raven. I like that. Beth. No, Beth. Oh, poor Keaton. Okay, so the radius is half of that diameter. And a chord, do you have what chord is, Allie?
I'm writing it down now.
Okay, a chord is so can I get rid of this radius stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. A chord is a line segment that connects any point on the circle to another point on the circle. And the big thing is that it does not go through the center. That would be a diameter if that is.
Any point.
Doesn't go. Oh, you killed her. She's out. Doesn't go through the center. How we doing, Allie?
Just finishing up writing.
Oh, I like this name. Porpentia Gold? What is that? Porpentia Goldstein.
Okay. I'm done.
Nice. You got it. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so now we got to talk arcs. Okay. An arc on a circle is the side of the circle. That's what it's referring to. So a minor arc is less than half the circle, less than 180 degrees, because the semicircle is the actual arc. The flat part would be a diameter. That would be like cutting a circle in half, right on the diameter. And the semicircle is 180 degrees. A major arc is going to be bigger than 180 degrees, and that's usually named with 3 letters. So usually when you see a major arc, there'll be an extra letter here. So we would call that arc ADB. It goes right around the arc, and then it's got that little arc thing. A minor arc is just 2. And then a semicircle, I've seen them both ways, but usually it'll have 3 on there because it's considered more major, but I've seen it either way. Oh, DFE, that should be. But it goes around the arc just like a just like an angle. It goes around the arc there. Okay. Major arc is, and then what do all the arcs on a circle add up to be? Can you guys use the raising your hand feature? What do you guys think? Beth, what do all of the arcs add up to be on a circle? Yes, you are exactly right. All of the arcs together, all the major arcs plus the minor arcs add up to 360. Yeah, that's a really good question for, look at that. It's that 588 number again. They're trying to get me. Stop it. Okay. So, yes, for the minor arc, you can word it however you want. If it's better, you can even just put like the little, the less than symbol, 180. And then for the major arc, you could put greater than 180. But if that doesn't make sense to you, write more than 180, less than 180. Semicircle is 180 degrees. Yeah, that's all you need. And I would put how you name it too. So major arc, you name it with those 3 letters and the arc on top. Minor arc is the 2 letters and an arc on top. And it's just good to know because it'll help you solve that all of the arcs together equal 360.
We need to write down the semicircle too, right?
Is semicircle on the notes? You should know it. I might have missed it. It's not. Okay. You could add it in there. I would maybe for major arc put semicircle equals 180, just so you know what it is.
I already wrote it down.
Chord is not on the worksheet. Darn it. Okay. Thank you for adding it. Yeah, like I said, I created those very quickly. Next time, I'm going to have the actual problems on there, just so you guys can work ahead if you choose to. Because I know many of you do take notes before the session, which is awesome. So, very good. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of vocab to keep straight in this section. That's what gets you. All right, I'll leave it up for 1 more minute, and then if you miss something on it, I'll have to just send you the recording, and you can always advance and just hit pause on that slide and copy it down. But I can actually send the recording out to everybody if that would. Do you guys want me to do that or no? Okay, I don't want to torture you. Yeah. And by the way, you guys who sent me your summaries, I will be getting that in today. I'm in the midst of major dealing with my mama here. My mama has cancer in her bones. So my poor mama, I am driving back to Wisconsin to take her to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Crazy
My mom's
stress.
going to Wisconsin tomorrow.
Is she? Where is she going?
Siren?
I don't know where that is. That sounds really cool. I want to go there. Where's Siren?
It's like Middle East.
Middle East. Okay. I'm going to have to check it out. That's cool. Very cool. All right. I'm going to switch it because we got to keep on cruising here. All right. Example 1. We want to find the measure of arc X, Y, Z. And that is the major arc. Okay. So that's going to be, I'm going to highlight it here. X, Y, Z. We want to go around. So that's the major arc of this circle. Can you guys... Yeah, Cancer it's not fun, I know. So go ahead and guys, raise your hand up. And what do you think? Stella, what do you think the major arc XYZ would be?
Okay, one sec.
No problem, no problem.
It would be 360 minus 142, which is 218.
Perfect.
I lied. It's like way northeast.
Way northeast, okay.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cool.
not that far from Duluth and Superior.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Why's she going up there?
I love Duluth.
Oh, so do I.
I go there.
Gorgeous, gorgeous area. That's okay, Dallas. No problem. I can always send you the recording and you can just kind of make sure you got everything there. All right, but major arc XYZ is 218. Now we want to name the major arc. I kind of already said it here. XYZ is the major arc. What would the minor arc of the circle be? Small baby. What about you? Small baby. Small baby. The minor arc. The minor arc.
The minor arc would be the ZY, or even the the XZ is less than 180.
You got it. You got it. But you're also saying that ZY could also be considered one, and that's true also. It really is. But XZ, and we'll even put and up there, ZY. Both of those would be minor arcs of the circle. Good. Excellent. Any questions on that? You guys are going to subtract from 180. Not 180. Bad gen. 360. Subtract from 360 to find missing arc measurements. And yeah. That would be, oh, you're right. Example 2. Oh, I got to fix my numbering on there. Yeah, because it, oh, very cool. Sorry, I was reading the chat for a minute. Love seeing what you guys have to say. I do. Yeah, shoot, I thought I got all of those on there. Let me just, I'm pulling up the, nope, not that. I had a meme more with someone from orientation yesterday. It was pretty awesome. Not that. A meme war. We were just sending memes back to one another. It was funny. Literally, we were, I don't know. She called it a meme war. Yeah, the M-E thing. Oh, you know what? I think it's on here. I have to, yeah, there it is. So I have example 1, and we already did that one, and then example 2. That's not example 2. What? Maybe just put it on the major minor arc thing. I think I missed this example.
Where's example 3?
I went with the numbering on the slides, and there is no example 3. Like I said, next time it'll be a little more, it'll make a little more sense there. So I apologize. I did it super fast. Don't do your work super fast. It's example there. All right. Next one. Now we're going to talk about central angles. And the cool thing is central angle and arc length, they're the same measurement. So it's pretty cool. Whatever your arc length is, that's the same as your central angle. And whatever your central angle is, it's the same as your arc length. So if I were you, what I would put for that central angle thing, I would put central angle equals arc length. An angle with its vertex at the center of the circle, that's a central angle. The measure of the central angle equals the measure of its intercepted arc. So this would be the intercepted arc. Okay, so the measure of the central angle is always the same as the measure of the arc. And they're going to have you kind of play around with that. Allie sent an image. I like images. Oh, where it is. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. She's going up there. That's cool.
Yeah, 3.5-hour drive.
Woo, that's a lot. You know what this makes me think of? If you guys watch The Office, there was a meeting that Dwight was doing where he's going, absorb this knowledge. I feel like I should say that now after I teach something. Absorb this knowledge. Just sounds funny. Absorb. Okay, next one. Sorry. So central angle is the same as the measure of the arc length. Okay, so this is the official example 2. Sorry, what?
The chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is true. Too true. Okay, this is the official example 2. How big is central angle X? Wolfstalker, what do you think? How big is this measurement going to be there?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's okay. You had your hand up. That's why I chose ya. That's all good.
I hadn't lowered it.
No problem. No problem. I put you on the spot there. We were thinking Wisconsin there. What do you think, Queenie? How big is that central angle going to be? 80 degrees. Totally right. It's definitely going to be 80 degrees. Whatever the central angle is, it matches that arc length. So you would just say X is 80 degrees. Always the same. Another way to put it is angle BOA, however they have you do it. But yeah, and vice versa. If you have the center angle, you know the arc measure is 80 degrees. So yeah. They're always hand in hand. So for example 2, you would technically write down 80 degrees. And now it's really going to throw you off because we're going to skip to example 4 pretty soon. I couldn't have planned it better, right? So now we got to talk about inscribed angles. An inscribed angle does not have the vertex in the center. It has it on the other side of this circle. Okay, so the measure of the inscribed angle is 1/2 the measure of the arc. So if you know the measure of the arc, if you want to go from the arc measure to the angle measure, you're going to divide by 2. So if you have the arc measure and you want to get the angle measure, you divide by 2. If you have the angle measure, and again, it's an inscribed angle because it's on the side of the circle, and you want to get the arc measure, you're going to multiply by 2. Okay, so it's just a matter of multiplying by 2 or dividing by 2 to get what you need. And an inscribed angle is an angle with its vertex right on the circle. And I don't know, I find this confusing. I do. I would maybe, instead of write this part down, I would draw the circle and put the little 2x and x, or do that. Whatever helps you make sense of it. Okay, however you travel about it, you're either multiplying by 2 or dividing by 2 based on what you need. So I'll draw my little circle up here. So here's my circle. Okay, so let's say we have, this is a 50-degree minor arc there. Someone raise your hand and tell me, what would the angle measure be? What do you think? Beth, what do you think it would be? What would the angle measure be? Watching Beth, watching her brow furrow. Now, so we want to follow this one here, right? We have an arc measure and we want to get to the angle. So it wouldn't be 100, it would be 25. Yeah. So when we want to go arc measure to angle, we're going to divide by 2 to get 25. Good. So if, let's try this again. Let's have it on there. Let's say this is, I don't, yeah, it's just, it's like a pattern you got to kind of get used to. It's a little, so let's say, I don't know, this is a 20-degree angle. What would my arc measure be? Small baby, what do you think?
40.
40, totally right. We would multiply by 2. And that would give you 40. So if you have the angle and you want to get the arc, multiply. Other way, you're going to divide. Any questions? No questions? No questions. Okay, so we're going to clear. Keep on cruising. Okay, so another example here. This is example 4. Example 3 is gone. I don't know. It never happened. So what do you guys think? I have the arc measure. I want to get to the inscribed angle. Kenzie, what would I do? Wolfstalker, no big deal. I will send you the recording. Yeah, and we're going to divide by 2. You're right. And it looks like it gets smaller, right? Jen didn't want it. It's gone. Get out of here. Yeah, we're going to divide by 2 because it looks like it even gets smaller. So we would divide by 2 and that would give us the angle. So what would it be? 51. Yep, 51. So for example 2, I would write 102 divided by 2 is 51. You could even draw a picture of the circle if you're writing stuff down. I know in Google I don't want you to stress over how to do that, but you know, make a little mark about how you divide by 2. Whatever you need. You guys are so punny. Yeah. So we had the arc, we divide by 2 to get the intercepted angle. Intercepted. I like that. It sounds like a very geometric name, doesn't it? Intercepted. Okay, so here's where it gets a little crazy, right? We all need a little crazy in our life. Look at that. Beth is like, no. So we're going to think about what we have to do here. We got to solve for x. We got to think about the relationship. So if I have an arc, to get from the arc to the angle, we divide by 2. Now, do we like dividing with expressions, or do you think it's easier to multiply? Guys, just put in the chat, what do you think we should do? You can do it either way. Divide or multiply. We could do either one. Let's multiply. Yeah, I think multiplying is a little bit easier. So, Kenzie. So when we do that, okay, remember, if we're going from angle to the arc, we're going to multiply by 2. That's what we do. So if we multiply this angle by 2, that would give us the arc. So if we multiply that intercepted angle by 2, that would give us the arc measure. Yeah, exactly. So, and I'll do it here, but we're going to kind of talk steps and everything. So who would feel comfortable writing what you get after you distribute on the screen there? Kenzie, you want to go take that one since you already put it in chat? Okay, Kenzie, you do that part, and then we'll take volunteers. So if you feel comfortable showing off the steps of solving this equation, please raise your hand in the chat menu there. So Kenzie is showing the distributive, I said that weird, the distributive property of what we would do. Perfect. And then Beth, will you show the next part, how you get the variables on the same side? Or if you subtract your constants, whichever one you do. Because technically you could do it either way. You could get the variables on the same side, or you could subtract your constants, whatever you think. What do you think, Beth? You feel comfortable doing that? Survey says yes. Awesome. Super amazing. So she is subtracting the lower of the variables to get them on the same side. Very, very good. And there's only one x left. I'm going to make a minor picky math teacher thing here. We're just going to include the x when we subtract it. That's all. I'm picky. I'm sorry. Very good. And who's going to show the very last part?
Hi. I just realized I'm not even raising my hand. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. You got it?
Yeah, you minus 50 from each side, and it would be x equals 10.
Nice. Very good. Very good. We've got the assist there. I love it. Teamwork there. So x would be 10. Was that Dallas? I'm guessing that's Dallas. Dallas likes to type in green. Yes, so x is 10. Very good. And then sometimes if it asks you to get the actual angle measure, you got to plug it back in, but we don't need to worry about that here. Black Panther is pink. All right. Very cool. Okay, I have to clear for time. I will send this to whoever needs stuff. Now, the only other thing we have to mention, if you have an angle that still has its vertex on the circle, but one side is a tangent line. So instead of looking like this, okay, if it's instead of this, it looks like this. It still has the same property. This angle is half of that intercepted arc. Okay? Same relationship applies. So if it looks like this, so if there is a tangent line instead of a chord, so for your notes you could put tangent line, and that's what this line is that goes right next to the circle. That's called a tangent line. If you have a tangent line instead of a chord, it's the same relationship. You're going to divide by 2 to get the angle, or multiply by 2 to get the arc.
You write your G's like I do now.
Do I? I could have picked that up from you. I could have. So what do you guys think angle X would be? Someone raise your hand and put it in chat. Let's see. Wolfstalker, what would X be?
120 or 60?
60. It would be the 60, right? It's not going to be the same. Oh yeah, I totally can. So, and I'll draw that angle here. So for our example we had this arc as 120, and we were trying to solve for this. Same relationship. We're just going to cut that arc in half to get that angle. Okay?
Why are you crying, bud?
Any questions?
Why are you crying?
Any questions? I have to advance it real quick. I just want to see if nope, I don't have anything. So you guys are good. So remember, share that Google Doc with me, please, as your exit ticket. I'm going to use those in my beginning slide for next week. I have a master plan. And yeah, if you have no questions, thank you for an absolutely fabulous live session. I think this went really well. You guys did a good job. You guys are awesome. So good work. Bye. See you later. Have a good day. Bye. You're totally free to go. Thank you for your attention. If anybody needs me to go back a slide, let me know. You can hang out. I'm happy to go back. Bye, Tyler. Bye, Beth. Adios. Adios. Adios, amigos.